This is Britt Caswell with another example video. In today's video, I'm covering example 3 from section 6-5 in the SavvasRealize Algebra 2 textbook. The goal of today's video is to write expressions as single logarithms. So in example 2, you saw how to expand logarithms. Now we're going to go back into contracting logarithms. Okay? So remember, when we expanded, the first thing that we did was we used either the product property or the quotient property, and then we used the power property. When we are contracting, we're going the other way. So my first step is to use the power property and then the product and quotient properties. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. So the power property says if you have a number written in front of a logarithm, you could bring it inside of the logarithm as an exponent. Okay, so here where I have the 4 and the 3, I'm going to absorb those into my logarithms. So this turns into log base 4 of m to the 4th plus log base 4 of n to the 3rd minus log base 4 of p. So then our next thing is we want to make sure that you still have the same base on all these logarithms, but now we're going to combine them into a single one. Now the logarithms that are positive, those go on top. So the m to the 4th goes on top of the fraction, so does the n to the 3rd, and those are being multiplied together. Now this minus log base 4 of p causes that p to go down below because of the negative in front of the log. So there we are, that is that single logarithm. Now this works the same way with natural logs as well. So my first step is to reabsorb my exponents, or my powers. So I'm going to get the natural log of 2 cubed minus the natural log of 5 squared. Now in a case like this where we actually have numbers, I'm going to go ahead and actually cube that and square that so that my numbers are easier to deal with. That's where I'm getting the 8 and the 25 from. So now I don't have any of those pesky powers to worry about. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the quotient property because of the subtraction here to combine into a single logarithm with a fraction. And because the natural log of 8 is on the top, or is positive, it goes on top. And because the natural log of 25 is negative, it goes down below. And there we have it. So now this is the try it, right? So I do that same thing. So we're going to bring in those exponents. So I get the log base 2 of c to the 5th minus the log base 2 of n to the 7th. And then this is going to be the quotient property, right, because of the subtraction. So I have a single logarithm with a base 2, and I'm going to have a fraction in there with c to the 5th on top because it's a positive log, and that negative log puts the n to the 7th downstairs. And then one more time. So this 2 gets absorbed because it's in front of that natural log. And then because these are numbers, ooh, that 2 looks like an exponent, so I'm just going to make it look like it's on the same level. Now because these are numbers being squared, I can go ahead and I can clean that up. So this is actually the natural log of 49. And then now I have the same base for my logs, so I can combine these using the the product property. So this is saying that I would take these and multiply them together inside the logarithm. So this is actually the natural log of 98. So there we have it, guys. That is how to write expressions as single logarithms. I don't know how many books call it compression, but I call it compressing of logarithms. Until next time.